Hey folks, welcome back to Patriot Ridge Farm. So my project of letting all the cardboard down kind of got delayed. I did at least go get enough cardboard to finish this out. I got my soil bed built. It's 2 feet wide, 10 feet long, and these are made out of 2x10s. So, and I put some eye hooks on each corner there because I'm gonna, once I finish screwing them down in there, I'm gonna put some rope between them, and that way we can lift it and move it as we need to. But what happened is I got over along this edge, and this was the edge I was talking to you guys about. It just more and more wet along through there. So as I pulled all the tarps up, I went ahead and raised the sides, not all the way, and then cracked open each end door to get some airflow through here to let it dry out, because obviously it wasn't going to dry with the tarps on top of it, and putting the cardboard on top of it while it was that wet wasn't going to make it dry anymore. So it did good. This dried out really well, decently through here. But it's this last 2.5 to 3 feet right here that's really still wet and bad. You can see it's holding water here. So, and of course we've had some rain, no big deal, and it's not like it's raining in here. But what I did was I came outside. I knew this was a problem area. I just didn't realize exactly how bad it was. And you can see how this is all laying in water. Now I dug just a little section of ditch right here so I could see, you know, if I could get some water down in there to pull it away from the edge. Well, yeah, it filled up all right. So I need to finish digging this probably a few feet this way, probably right about to the end of that gravel right there where you see, and then to tie it into this, take it all the way down to the end of the greenhouse and then out around the corner. So I'm looking at about 80 feet of pipe I'm going to have to put in there. Excuse me. And I'm not going to go with the with that flexible corrugated stuff. I think it's too flimsy and it'll crush. So I'm going to go ahead and get the regular 10-foot sticks and put in there. Of course, I have to put some gravel in the bottom, wrap the pipe in some filter fabric so it doesn't get plugged up, and then cover the rest of it and put gravel, or put the fabric over top of it as well, and then fill it up with gravel. Now I just dug so much out of here, just the depth of a shovel blade, and it immediately filled up with water, and you can see how it's setting in here. So this is something I absolutely have to get addressed, and being that this is all clay right now, it's not a good time to dig it, because it just, you end up fighting to get it off the shovel as much as you do to get it up out of the ground, because it just sticks to everything. So that is coming very soon. This whole week I had planned on getting the meat birds out into their tractors. It snowed 2 days ago. It's crazy as hell. It snowed 2 days ago, and I'm gonna say day before yesterday morning, like 2 or 3 days ago, it was like 22 degrees here. So even though they're feathered at this point, I didn't want to go ahead and prematurely move them and have to contend with that. So they're still in the coop with the other chickens, and we'll shoot for maybe this weekend, depending on weather, because it's so unpredictable around here. We have been getting more rain. We are in cooler temps. It's like 52 degrees out here today. It's just sprinkled rain pretty much all day, so it's still good and muddy. So yeah, that's how things tend to flow around here, is you have to get you get started on something, have it all planned out in your head, and you have to adjust and make changes. So I'll probably go ahead and go get the pipe this weekend. Then I'm going to have to go get a load of gravel with the dump trailer and dig that out and have everything here and ready so I can work on it in the evenings, now that I'm back to work full-time in the office. All right, that's better. The lens was all smudged up. That's what happens when you do all this on a cell phone. But, you know, we'll move forward with it. I did, now, when I was telling you guys earlier about that bank right there where I was going to do some fruit trees and stuff, so I ran across a couple videos on YouTube. There's a channel on there called, I think it's called Big Bite Tomato, and they do a lot of the videos on like the heritage of the forgotten vegetables, the forgotten fruits that your grandparents or great grandparents type raised. And watching a couple of those videos today, I ordered some gooseberry bushes. I ordered some currants. Now that's, some people say currants, but it's C-U-R-R-A-N-T-S, and they are a berry, and there's red, a white or champagne, and a black currant, however you say it. And I ordered a pack of seeds for each one. I think there's 20 or 30 seeds in each one. I think there's 30 seeds in each one. And then I ordered 3 Arkansas black apple trees, and I ordered alpine strawberries. Now these are all very, very old variety, heirloom type varieties of these plants and these fruits and stuff, because I'm trying to stay away from the GMO stuff. I'm trying to stay away from a lot of the more hybridized, like modern hybridized. Yes, I understand that all of these products are usually a result of hybridization, be it natural or very, very old methods. But they've been around for a long time, so I'm not too worried about, any ill effects from using old variety type stuff versus today's more modern things. So I got those ordered. The ones that I have to start from seed, of course, I'll probably not see any fruit from any of them this year, but the ones that I have to start from seed, they're actually pretty decent growers, so they'll grow pretty quick. But hopefully next year we can get a good harvest from all of those and try those out and just build this food forest here. Just got home from work. It's after 5 o'clock. I'm getting grunted at from behind here. So moving forward with everything, I hope to be able to, like I said, my soil down at the bottom, I can't even think about even bringing it up because it's just going to be a mud pile trying to get it loaded and unloaded up here. So I'm going to be behind in my planting this year. I know that. We've got everything sprouted out in the basement under grow lights. We just transplanted a bunch of pepper plants, and we're working be transplanting some tomato plants here real soon into bigger containers. And hopefully I'll have time enough to get at least part of the beds done enough to where we can get stuff started planting in there. But with this cold weather, again, I need soil temperatures of 70 degrees and up, and we're just not getting it because we've got heavy overcast here, and we're not just getting the heat from the sun radiation in that greenhouse that we need to go ahead and start planting early without providing an external heat source in there, and I'm not going to do that either. I really don't want to put heat in a big plastic bubble. End up coming home from work and seeing a big old melty hole in the top of my greenhouse, and that's not going to be a good thing. But yeah, we're going to be a little behind this year. Hopefully next year we'll be more established, but we will get everything planted and get it growing in there. And we're going to do hoop archways in there out of cattle panels. So for our tomatoes and stuff, we're going to do hoops, arches with cattle panels between like 2 rows. And that way the tomatoes can kind of grow up and over and hang down, make it easier for harvesting and stuff. I think it'd be real pretty in there as well, but those are definitely some videos coming up. Anyways, stock market's crap. Lost a buttload of money out of our retirements. Gained a lot of it back yesterday, then lost more today. But that's a long game. It's not a short game. You can't let that stuff kind of, get to you and make you worry and panic sell and everything like that. So we're just going to continue to work through it. Monday will be my first official day working in the office permanently versus this week, because my rotation fell this week to go back in the office anyways. So while Monday is the official required day, yesterday was my first official day back in the office. So we're going to have to adjust, to getting home a little later, trying to catch up on chores and everything. Thankfully, we're coming into the season where we got daylight till after 9 o'clock. So I can get that done. But the rat race is just, it's wearing on me. It really is. This crap of, 5 days, 40 hours a week. I know. Believe me, a lot of people out there, oh, you work 40 hours a week. I remember my first part-time job. Yeah. Hey, listen, I've worked my time. I've done my time. But when you got a family, you got farm, you got responsibilities, I'm tired of the rat race, and I ain't letting the rats win. I'm going to tell you. I just, seriously, it's just, try not to bring work home, but it's the whole work-life balance that they try to promote. That's horseshit. I don't care what anybody says. Work-life balance is horseshit, especially when it's coming from the people that you work for. They like to put it out there, use it as a catchphrase, and make you try to feel better about the screwing that you're getting from them. But that's it. I'm not going to complain anymore. Guys, I got chores to do, get things to catch up on here. Get and stay prepared. Stay free. God bless y'all.